Welcome back, everybody. Sally Investor here, walking my dog out here, Sir Odin, walking around. Nice German Shepherd over here doing his thing. So welcome back, another day, another great day. Thank you guys for watching. I just did my monthly P&L report and for my business, for my moving side. And so after now, I want to say this because like after everyone's posting like I'm making like all this money and stuff like that, everyone's posting like, oh look, I made $1 million in a month and stuff like that. Let me tell you what this is. I have 6 sites. I made about 6.01 million for the month. Now you're gonna see what I took home. So after about 6.01 million for the month, with all the contracts and payouts and everything else, keep in mind contracts you get paid a month behind. So everything I earned in August of last month, I was from July billing. So because most of them pay on a 30-day period. Oh, hold on a second here. Come on, Odin. Gotta work around here. Man, it's tangling me up over here. So with 6.01 million for a month, and I was down about 18% from last year. But overall, I wouldn't say that's bad. We're still heading in the right direction. So of that, my payroll was about, because it's commission based, lots of salespeople, lots of workforce. We're looking at about 800,000 with commission. Now, I run small sales crews with large volumes of sales, so we're busy all the time. A lot of times I'm selling too and doing a lot of the business to business deals. So, but you got to take into account when I make 6.1, we haven't even talked about trucks, insurance alone. Payment was huge. I think it was like 584,000 for all the regular insurance, and then because I had to get a new workers' comp, it's going to be off because I paid the whole year. August is my renewal for workers' comp, so I paid the whole year, which was something like 584,000. Because it's a moving company, high risk. I fell off a truck, so I know that I want to make sure I got a great plan. I want to make sure these guys get taken care of. But keep in mind with workers' comp, you also got to make sure, because I have salaried people, so it's not going to change. But if you have a company, you have a business and you have hourly people, your workers' comp can change at the end of the year. You might owe money, so you want to make sure that you're on top of that. So I had workers' comp, so we're already close to million. And you got my rent, which most of my places are actually pretty small. I mean, some places like Kansas City, location out there, I have a nice 6,000 square foot warehouse because we just opened up, and that's only 2,500. But you got here where I have my corporate office, which is, I don't know if you can kind of see right back here in this building. So I got my corporate office, and I have a huge complex on the other side of town for the site here, for this site. And that's 120,000. Now most of that is 80,000 of it is not the building that's behind me, but it's the other over there on the other side, and that's brand new. We're still halfway done, and that's not really a rent payment, that's a mortgage payment. So man, it's killing me right now with how much money that is. So now I also spent about, because we do high-end clients, so we spent about an additional $120,000 on special insurance to cover like 200 grand artwork, stuff like that. We also spent I can't really remember. There's like a lot of miscellaneous stuff like supplies. We spent about 70,000 on supplies. So that was lost supplies, damaged drills, things just burning out. I bought new straps for everything. Now we have the truck payment. So, you got a fleet of 24 trucks, about $2,200 a month on each one. That kind of adds up. So you're looking at a $400,000 there. Merchant fees wasn't too bad. We were talking like $60,000 on merchant fees because I have two. I used the high price one for deposits, and I used the other one to take payments, which is a flat rate, which is great. And the flat rate one is called Stacks. If you want a cheaper merchant company, that would be a good way to go. So now, after all the payroll, the insurance, all that other stuff, and of course taxes, I was able to pay myself about $15,000 for the month. Now, a lot of people say, okay, well, don't put yourself on payroll. Now, look, I pay myself $15,000 a month on payroll too. So I'm in that payroll because I pay myself about, well, no, it's not $15,000. It comes out to about $13,000 is what I pay myself every month. That's my salary. That's my payroll. The $15,000 is a distribution that I pay myself. That's kind of that extra stuff that I go towards all this investing of crypto and everything. Now, I haven't had this much success in years, so it's just now this year it started really taking off. Like we were doing great last year. Last year I did 13 million, but this year, because I got 3 huge contracts at the very beginning of this year with one with a large Fortune 500 company, as well as a couple regional furniture stores for LTR deliveries and stuff like that, as well as I'm picking up another one this Friday, and I picked up another one yesterday. So we'll probably get clear 9 figures this year, at the rate of growth, and which is a blessing in this economy. It's kind of crazy, but like the first year kind of sucked. First year I did 870,000 in revenue, but I had a lot of problems. 400,000 of it was payroll for the entire year, and that was my first site, first mistakes. Second year was 1.2 million. Third was about 5. Fourth was 8.5. And now we just tripled in size because I opened up new sites. I stuck to high populous million plus areas with people. Now we're growing. So now I can focus on doing a lot of things, which has been kind of crazy because life is just getting good. That kind of brings me to my other point, that all this trial and tribulation, all this stuff, and look, I'm just an average guy, so I can tell you right now, my 20s and 30s kind of sucked. I've been married, been divorced. It's kind of funny that I'm making this money now. I couldn't understand it, couldn't figure it out. We always talk about all those red pill content creators and all that stuff. I can't tell you this, but I can tell you, like, 5 years ago, I was 560 pounds. I was 560 pounds. I'm now down to 270 after 5 years, just steady loss. Most of it was because not working out, just because I had no money for food. So I had to work. I had to keep doing this labor intensive job, burning all those calories, not eating. And I can tell you this, I'm an average guy. And yeah, you could probably tell, I don't dress like it, but you could probably tell, like, okay, this guy's making money. Especially like you go into I go into like Ryder or Penske. I'm renting extra trucks for the day, trying to get contracts on, trying to lease new vehicles. And people, people start to talk. People in your network start to talk. People I canvas will start to talk. And before you know it, like I said, I'm nowhere near being into where I was. And I could say, if I could tell myself at 20 that life would be better going into 40, man, I would probably take it a huge weight off my shoulders. Because, like, and this is the kind of reason why I'm showing this transition, because I'm going through this process. I'm going to show you every step of the way what's true and what's not true. But I will say this, what is absolutely false is I see a lot of people saying don't pay yourself more than $60,000. Like, look, you're going to get audited real quick. Like, I already got audited because last year, because I was paying myself only like $40,000, and then I shot up to $100,000. And, or was it, no, it's like $80,000. So I got audited real quick. And then, you know, my investments and everything started paying off, and things started getting better. And then before you know it, they said, hey, you're making more money than you normally make. Let me audit this. So luckily I'm making this money now, not when I went through divorce. So, yeah, I'd be stuck with some, because right now, you know, it's like, she doesn't know yet. So we'll see how she keeps track of this, but right now I'm only paying about $500 a month. $500 a month, and she don't know. But we were poor when we were together, like not really like poor, but you know, all we really have is a daughter together, so that's kind of it. It's just crazy, because like I said, it's now this year what I put in an order for that new Maserati, the MC 90, because I could fit in it. That was a big accomplishment. I was excited because I was trying to lose weight so I could fit into these exotic sports cars, and that was my goal. But I also, I'm not gonna lie, there's a new Rolls Royce that I liked. So, and Rolls Royce was all my dream car. I don't care how long. I'll probably hold this car till the day I die. But it's all spec'd out how I want it. Be here in late 2024 or early 2025. It's not even been built. I put my deposit down, which is quite a bit, mind you. So I put my deposit down and everything on that. So we'll see if that comes any earlier. I'd love to showcase the growth of what I'm doing. But the reason why I'm going through this all with you guys is because I have failed. I failed hard. Like, I was negative. My first business fell through because of bad partnerships. One guy fucked the other guy's wife. That kind of ended that business, and I was left holding the bag. So it was a business, you couldn't do it by yourself, so I just closed it down. Next business I had, well, kind of negative $1.2 million. And that was like right at the year of my divorce, which was crazy because I wasn't making a lot, but the business had a lot of debt that I had to personally back. So yeah, and I can tell you, money is the first thing, because I was still a fat bugger back then, but as soon as the money went, she was gone. And it's a shame, because I was really, I didn't know what to do at that time. So I'm kind of glad that I found some people to help, you know, just watch and understand that other people are going through it. Might not be here today, but here I am sharing the trials and tribulations of everything, you know. Oh, that reminds me, another tribulation. I had 3 trucks in an accident. I never been in an accident in all 5 years. And then guy decides not to put the air brake on the truck, rolls down the hill, hits a house. Wonderful. Good thing you have insurance, but fortunately my insurance dropped me because of that after they paid that. So great. I have a truck in the shop that I'm trying to rebuild the whole box. I have another truck that's in the shop too, but luckily that one got rear-ended. Someone was going 110 miles an hour and just bounced right off the lift gate. Feel bad for that guy. And the other one, well, one of my employees was texting and driving and slid into a ditch. Like, literally on Tinder doing that shit. I can't believe it. That's what I tell you guys. Like, don't be giving any of those times. Like, you know, it's like, I know it's kind of lonely. Look, my phone now blows up because of work and running a business, but I know what it's like to have a quiet phone. It's not worth it, because, you know, you're out there driving, you're It's not worth it. Look, there ain't nobody worth a damn thing on Tinder. So you should get off of it, because you're the only one paying for it. If you're paying for it and they ain't paying for it, then you need to get off. But anyway, back to my business. That was just my quick rant over there. But back to running the business. So the reason why I only paid myself $50, I could have taken out. Could pay myself maybe about 500, 600,000, but see, because I believe we're coming into uncertain times economically, we save it all. I have enough capital right now that I could go 2.5 years with no customers and pay everybody the same, pay all my expenses and liabilities, my loans and everything. Now, is that likely to happen? No, but I'm taking the Apple approach. I'm gonna stack cash for my business. And since we're in a delivery business where I have a delivery side of the moving company, which is do the work first, and then these companies pay you about 60 days later when you start a contract. So you need cash to pay the extra work. You need cash to hire new people and train them and everything. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy how much you need to have in reserve. Now, I have had numerous of my competitors start up the same time as me, year after me. A lot of them are gone. I'd say 90% of them are gone. The only one that has started up 2 years ago is still around right now. And they might actually go under because they're not as diversified as me. Which is, like I said, I try to gobble up the cookies. I try to gobble up the meat. Like, I'm not trying to just pick a little bit off of someone else's plate. I'm trying to be the lion, come in and beat the crap out of you and take your entire food stock, because that's how I am. And it kind of leads to a point, like, do you really want to run a business? Because I can tell you right now, my face didn't look like this. My eyes weren't this sunken in. A lot of it is like yesterday, I didn't really go to sleep until about midnight. I woke up today at 4:30, take my dog Odin out, and woke up again at 5:30 to do, quick little calisthenics workout, because I had to be at the warehouse at 8 to let some guys in at my main site. And yeah, I'm still kind of a very hands-on type person. It's like, I don't believe in that, you put someone else in charge of your business. Like, no, I'm hands-on. Everything that all my teams does comes to my phone as alerts. Like, I'll know when payments are taken. I know when you book something. I know when they deliver something. I know everything. I know when complaints come in, reviews come in, so it all comes to my phone. Now, if I get like double this size in another couple years, I may make a department for that. But right now, I believe, when you're starting your business and you're within the 10 years, you got to be hands-on. Like, you can't just get to because like one reason why one of my competitors went out is he got his business to just shy of $1 million a year in revenue. Puts someone else in it and runs off. Goes and starts thinking like they made it. And I'm telling you right now, $1 million can be gone in a week if you're not careful. And making that much money is like, I'm a business owner. I'm accountable. I only have about 100 employees. And granted, my sales team makes a bulk of my, because I made them millionaires just working for me. But the bulk of running a business is that you can't just let someone else. You put all the hard work and hard effort into this, and it's just, why let that go? Why give that to someone else? That's why I'm a firm believer in there is no such thing as passive income. There's no such thing as passive income. You have to work to build each pillar of your foundation. Each pillar has to be done. You can't do it like that. And trust me, I'm cheap everywhere. I'm cheap on the rent. I find cheap places, you know. Like I told my Tulsa crew, and they're only like 20 people, right? And most of them are part-timers, which is kind of thing in moving industry, because not a lot of people can handle doing this workload 5 days a week. But they do a lot of deliveries out there, so not a lot of moves. So, but anyway, I told them, because they're in a place I pay $750 a month for on the rent, and we're at max capacity over there. But they have to produce another $500,000 on their yearly revenue, so that way I can justify getting a 10,000 square foot place. Because right now they're at about $2 million a year, and they're gonna have a 15% growth this year. So I mean, 15% off of $2 million is not bad. That's pretty good. That's about 300,000. But they need to get to about close to 3 million for me to make that jump. So now my Northwest Arkansas site, and it's the biggest site, it does about 6-7 million. And it's hard to say right now because we'll have to wait till the end of the year to be able to tell you. But right now, I mean, like 3 new contracts got signed, so they should be over about 30 million. Oh, hush, Odin. With that said, you know, just kind of sharing some things. Like, I'm not even that flashy with it, and I might be in a couple years. But I wouldn't even say flashy with it. Like, I still got a long way to go to make this a staying company. But right now it is my cash cow, and it kind of has put in, because a lot of the money that I took also got reinvested, got pushed through to my holdings company, which also put money into like my real estate business, my cleaning business, and my which is now really a carpet cleaning business. It's not even a full cleaning anymore. It just came to labor intensive carpet cleaning. Pretty good. We got the equipment, we can get it done, and hopefully starting a finance company, and then I can have a small little company that can invest in other companies and hold them together, because that's kind of like my long-term goal. So it's like, now that the company's starting to really build a cash flow, I can funnel extra money. So even though I had about 1.5 million in extra cash this month, 500,000 went into the business itself savings, and about, other than what the 15,000 I pay myself and a few other things, about 950,000 went into the holdings company, which then went right into buying properties, which I may do another video on that down the road, because I don't buy these luxury properties that people are like renting out for 400. I was like, look, we in the South, I'm buying some cheap starter homes, you know, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 1.5, 2 baths, old, you know, nothing luxury about them, just standard starter homes, and they work. Because I mean, you're buying them up for now for about 125, 150,000 down here. I'm leasing them out for about 1,200 a month. I pay cash, so I'm able to keep the rent flat. Like one person who was in the beginning of last year, I'm only charging them $750. My mortgage on it from getting a mortgage on it to fix it up, which was only like 15,000. Like I'm paying like something like $500 a month. So it's like, I'm not even worried about it, because I used the equity to buy some more properties. But now I don't even need equity anymore to buy properties. So we'll see how we are at the end of the year and what's going on with all the portfolio. But with that saying, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stay sharp. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an average guy living his life the best he can, trying to get that real divorce revenge. being successful. Get in shape, be successful. I'm at 270. I'm going to be at, by the end of this year, I'm going to be around 220. Hard to say too, because I'm trying to build muscle as well, trying to bulk up as well, but I'm just trying to steadily lose it, because I really don't want to get a surgery for saggy skin, but probably going to have to anyway. But that said, make sure you guys get a financial advisor, get your game plan together, understand the best thing you can also do is get a mentor, find someone that you can relate to, and go out there and do it. Go out there and work hard for it, and don't feel like a failure if you find that running a business is not for you. My dad had a net worth of $15 million when he retired. He was just a teacher. So you can do it. You can do it. I know you can. I know you can. With that said, like and subscribe, follow me. I'll catch you guys later.